Yes, they're looking to top the group. So actually both of these teams, I believe they're already qualified for the semi-finals. But this is a battle for first place in the group. First place in the group, in theory, gets you an easier semi-final. Although, I don't know if you've had a look at the other group, but there are some very interesting things happening in the other group. I think Germany and GB drew. Draws are always interesting for us as commentators because we have to get the calculators out. If New Zealand can beat Germany by more than 1 goal, GB will actually get into the semi-finals. But enough about them. It's not about them today. It's about the incredible French team and, of course, their opponents, the ever fantastic Spanish. Shall we introduce the teams, Eric?
Yeah.
Do you want to go through the French teams?
Yeah. So for the French teams, number 1 is Abelard Marie. She's from Avranches in France. Number 2 is Corson Jan. She's also from Avranches. Then we have the captain, number 3, which is Bonami Anaïs. She's from Vertou. She played for CD44 in National 1. Then we have Richard Charlotte, which is I got a favor for this one. Yeah, it's my favorite one. She's from Polo, Paul. We have got Guillaume Lise, which is number 5. It's also from Pondrouilly. Jaworzeski Clemence, number 6, which is also from Pondrouilly. And then we have Miro Ariane Antigone, which is from Brittany, and I forget, I think it's from Massy, if I don't make any mistakes. The coach will be Nicolas Neveu, and the famous Camille Richard, which name also Camin. Which made a lot of the polo. He have a channel on polo and he makes tutorial for rookies on all the stuff. He makes super great stuff. I invite you to look at his channel. You will have great drinks.
Does it have English subtitles? Je parle pas le français, mais je ne parle pas le français couramment.
He's thinking about to do it, but he need to have time. But even if you don't understand French, the tutorial is well done and it's good things.
Looking like we're about to get things underway here on pitch 1. We will introduce the Spanish team in full at half time, I think. I think that's the referees just ensuring there's no watches or wristband attire illegal in canoe polo. Sprinting from France, that looking like it's number 4, Charlotte Richard. Taking on Calvente. Calvente looks like she's just got about half a boat length ahead. Calvente takes it firmly in control and her team immediately behind her. Absolutely no doubt in their minds that Calvente was going to win that for them. I aspire to give that level of confidence to my team ever. I don't think they would ever back me to do anything apart from to make a fool of myself, quite frankly. French on the counter-attack now. Bonami bringing the ball up for her team. Finds Corson. To Abelard, and we will see these players move backwards and forwards. And this is a very classic French attack. I think you would agree there. The 4-man star, so we're going to see the ball probably start on one side of the pitch. I think the Spanish fully aware that that's something that the French do, and they are trying to shut that down. Abelard decides to have a go herself, which, fair enough. I think expect the unexpected here is the message here on pitch 1.
Yeah, because you can see that there is two French inside trying to get a position on the corner.
I think it's actually quite nice to see the French doing something different. I think it would be fair to say they've been fairly rigid in their approach in the last few years, but this just pass inside the zone, not coming off. Abelard just managing to get her hands to it, but she finds herself under pressure from Guillaume. Guillaume really giving Abelard some grief, but she's coming in, she's taking the ball short, looking dangerous, manages to find the pass inside the zone.
Shot. Oh, this is a corner.
Goodness me. Very, very spicy here, very early in the morning here in pitch 1. You joined us for a good one, Eric.
Yeah.
Both of these teams want the win this year. When we asked them, they said they're both gunning for that top spot. Bonami takes it short. And you can just hear in our left ears, Eric, I don't know if you're getting that, the Allez le Bleu.
Allez le Bleu, yes.
Allez le Bleu. French fans have turned up in force here to support their team.
They launch the attack.
Ooh. Left-handed cannon from Bonemi. Now that was interesting. That was what in the UK we would call that a dice attack, because in theory it looks like the spots on a dice, the 5 side of a dice. You've got 2 players in, 2 out the back, and then the top man sprints in to the middle, and therefore you have your 5 spots in your dice. What do you have a name for that in France?
I don't think so.
You just know intrinsically.
Yeah.
With telepathy.
Let's see what will the Spanish do now.
Calvente. All the way out to Almela, all the way over to Rosa, back to Almela. Calvente looking dangerous. She's been wonderful in the zone so far, manages to hold it. That is nothing short of a miracle. Has dropped her paddles though, so she is not a threat currently. She's just going to take a minute and reset here. Spain just subbing off and bringing on a more offensive player. Goes off for a corner.
Just for info, someone switched with Barbara, and she's emptying her boat. I hope nothing's bad happened.
Spain just taking their time and settling into this. The corner resets the shot clock. Looking like they might be looking to go for a 4-boat start. Calvente starts the start, but that's a wayward pass and has taken all the momentum out.
There's a double block on the left.
Opportunity now needs to look for the pass inside the zone. It's shut down by the French.
And it will be a corner.
Goal line throw, I believe.
Oh, sorry.
Bonemi to take. I think not to be outdone, the Spanish have started singing. I've always said I think the Spanish songs are the best in the competition personally. I think the drum has arrived. I was wondering when that was going to turn up. They are having the time of their life. It's too early in the morning for this, but to be fair to the Spaniards, they're giving it their all. Bonemi, lovely pass inside the zone.
But a good stop here also.
Yes, very much so. But that tidy little pass in the zone, aiming for that one-on-one shot with the goalkeeper, that should go France's way every single time. But I think just a credit to the
Antigone on the corner.
Spanish goalkeeper. Bonemi slowing things down here. This feels menacing, doesn't it? It feels like they're stalking their prey like predators, you know?
Yeah.
I'd say the French are one of the most disciplined teams in this competition. Off they go. Whoa! Absolute monster from Avila. Avila not quite getting hands on it.
Opponent faults for Spain. That will be a first break. Yeah. They will have a good opportunity to...
Oh, that's not quite where that wanted to go. Guillemard takes possession.
Yeah. Good return in defense of Guillemard. Good defense.
Very good defense. And just turning the boat around the ball. I mean, that's
not so easy.
It's not so easy, and I think it's probably fair to say you do find good technique in women's polo because you learn from a very young age to play against people who are bigger than you, and so you have to work smarter, not harder.
Yeah, but also wild water helps a lot.
Very much so. Bonemi over to Abelard. Back to Bonemi, looking dangerous. Looks for the pass inside the zone. Surely needs to recycle this.
They will try again.
20 seconds left on the shot clock. Still plenty of time for this French team. We're going to see them get things underway here. Bonemi starts the attack. Woo! Bonemi from downtown.
Yeah.
France are on the board. Big cheers from the French supporters here in the stands. How will the Spanish answer that?
Yeah, let's see. Less than 4 minutes in the first half times. I'm sure that the Spain will react.
I back this Spanish team. We were having this discussion before the match started. We were taking bets on who was going to win. You said France, obviously.
Yeah.
I said I don't know. Actually, I feel like the Spanish have been really on form in this competition.
The both team has meet together once time in last previous World Games. France get the win. When you look at the groups, French win all the games.
Opportunity on the break now. Bonemi steaming up the pitch. She is completely unchallenged all the way over to Abela.
Oh.
And I think Nogueira just getting paddles to that has saved the Spanish.
Yeah. The two teams don't have lose a game in the tournament for the moment. Spain only conceded 2 draws in the previous groups, but yeah, they win the other ones. So
I think when the Spanish are on form, nothing can stop them. It's just whether they can keep their heads.
Yeah.
Because they do have some really, really strong players on this team. And again, we're going to see these French players just running this shot clock down.
Yeah.
In goes Bonemi. Opportunity, lovely pass inside the zone to Corsin. Corsin.
He has a lot of paddle. So they will try again. They still have time. 25 seconds on the shot clock. It's still a lot. You can do many things. Corsin is trying to push inside. Oh!
Bottom bar. Bonemi with a rebound. Keeps control for France, and that will reset the shot clock once again.
So they will have time again to construct the attack.
As we said earlier, these teams have both already qualified for the semi-finals here in Deqing, China, but I think both of them, they would quite like that top spot. So
they switched the player inside. Now it's Guillaume Arlis, which will try to get the position inside, whereas it was Corsin before.
And I think that's where the star attack falls down for me. It's the passing. The passing has to be tight, otherwise it immediately, the whole thing comes apart like papier-mâché.
Papier-mâché. I speak French.
Do you? I hadn't noticed. The Spanish now with an opportunity. Shot clock is almost game clock here, so we are going to see them go for one final push here in this first half. 38 seconds left on the game timer, 30 seconds left on the shot clock.
And you can see that the Spain try to get 2 blocks on each side to open the games.
The French seem quite happy with where they've been left. So you can see these, the camera's not on them currently, but the 3 back players for France, they are sandwiching in those Spanish boats and trying to block that ball in. Off they go.
Oh, this is a nice shot.
Patience pays off for the Spanish. That was absolutely stunning. And they could be so proud of it.
Yeah.
Maybe they just lulled into a false sense of security. I think Spain accurately determining where the shot was going to come there. So with 3 seconds left on the half, you know there's going to be a long shot.
Whoa. Let's wait for the second half.
This is getting very exciting here on pitch 1. Goodness me. While I've got your attention, we're just going to quickly run through our sponsors. The International Canoe Federation, of course. Eric, you work with the ICF, do you not?
Sorry?
You work with the ICF, do you not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah. It's a pleasure.
The Chinese Canoe Association, Huzhou City, the Deqing County, Yupin Sports at Guokang Group, Latour Sports and Kailas, who make very, very nice, very good waterproof kits, which we have had to use quite a lot here in Deqing. The sun is out here, but I would say it's not been the case for most of this week. In theory, we might have thunderstorms later, which might put a rain on the parade here in Deqing, but we shall see. So yeah, just to recap that half, I mean, Eric, what did you think of the French and their attacks?
It was standard play games, and they play as they know, with one inside. And yeah, it pays. In the first, they score easily, but you see that Spain react quite quickly. And I think there's for the French, all has to be done now. We start from 0, so yeah, it will be interesting. But I think the difference will be made in the second half. Very
much so, and I think, as you say, with the Spanish, they are quick. the Spanish.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the things that the nation prides themselves on in canoe polo. The infamous Spanish speed. I mean, it's some of the best in the world, and we saw it in the sprint, didn't we? They absolutely backed Calvente to win that for them, because they were all there. We were like, well, we know you're picking it up. We'll just go start taking chunks out of the French defence. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I think that's your lot.
Yeah.
Making a racket. Of course, France are on track for their goal of gold medals. This team, they've been selected from 21 applicants. So these are the cream of the crop here in Deqing, China. They're all students, and they have managed to train together absolutely loads over this past year. And I think it shows for me. As you said earlier, Spain, they've also got their eyes on the prize in Deqing. They had 18 applicants. They managed to train together, and they would like to thank the technical director of the Spanish Canoe Federation for that. So that was the reason that they were all able to get together so well.
Hey, now we are the Spanish.
I was going to say, we're getting some proper world music here on pitch one. This is what we've come to know and love here at Canoe Polo. Our sport, it's not the biggest, but at the same time, the fan base is very dedicated and very well armed with assorted instruments, it seems. We've had drums, we've had tambourines. I wonder when the Swiss cowbell's going to turn up. They were... I was expecting it to make an appearance yesterday, but unfortunately, it's. I don't know if it got through customs. We'll see.
Customs is quite hard.
Oh goodness me! Looking like we're getting things underway here on pitch one. I believe the referees for this.
Everybody is ready and it's gone.
Referees are Steve Watts and Marzena and Jaginta. Abela looks like she's actually beaten. Now, excessive contact with the body. There turns the ball over to the French, or might have been a holding foul. So that's a warning for number 5, Nogueira. So she will have to tread carefully for this next half. Going down to 4 here would be fairly disastrous for the Spaniards.
For sure, if it happens, the French will go in 1-1.
Absolutely, with a keeper.
Yeah, which is quite safe.
Very, very safe, especially when you've got a keeper as experienced as Bonin.
Yeah, but we have seen some surprise, like in the previous game with GB.
I was going to say,
versus Portugal, where there were 4 and they were able to score. It was surprising.
Very much so. All's fair. Oh my goodness.
Ooh, nice shot.
Someone needs to get their hands on the rebound. Looking like it's going to be Calvente. Calvente just trying to get away from Abela. Calvente posting all of those paddle strokes on that right-hand side and holding Abela at arm's length. She needs a fast runner. She's got a friend on the on left and right now. Options.
Right.
Whoa. Good stop from Corsan. Beautifully done. I think getting a paddle there from that position, that's not easy. And all while not conceding a paddle foul, which
will give a penalty on a power play, which will be catastrophic.
My goodness. Spain to take. Nogueira taking the ball in. All the way back out to Amela. Calvente.
Corsan will go on defense. They try to block.
Into the zone goes Pudi. Oh, just needs to get hands to this. That's really unfortunate for Canosa. Corsan on the counter-attack.
Which go fast. Oh, they lose the ball.
Trading breaks here on pitch 1. As a display of women's canoe polo, this is absolutely fantastic. I think both of these teams exhibiting that the future of canoe polo in both Spain and France is looking very bright indeed.
Yeah, it's a nice game to see.
In the sun here in Deqing.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely fantastic. Calvente. All the way back out to Amela. Nogueira needs to get her hands to it. Again, that passing, I know I mentioned it, it just comes apart at the seams when the passing is not tight.
It was not so far, but you have to handle it with a paddle, which makes you lose times.
It's just that extra sort of half second, isn't it, which makes all the difference.
It makes the difference.
Calvente finds herself under pressure. Nogueira runs in with purpose. Prized out of the goal by Bonamy.
Yeah, but it's not down. It will be a corner.
I think that could have gone either way, couldn't it? It's, Bonamy did very, very well to keep that from turning into a goal.
Spain still play with 2 inside.
Inside the zone, we've got San Juan and Pudi trying to open up some space for their teammates to run into. Ball goes far right to Nogueira. Ball out. France happy to push out. Needs to get hands to this. Long ball. Abela has gone. Disappeared over the horizon, but she's finding herself covered. Lovely ball.
That was a nice one.
That was once again from downtown. Absolutely beautiful.
4 minutes to go and 6 minutes to go before the end of the second time. 4 minutes played. Let's see how Spain will react.
Goodness me. Well, we've seen the Spanish come down from a goal behind before. I know that they can do it again. We've seen it already.
Yeah.
Incensed by this transgression, the Spanish supporters have redoubled their efforts. They are chanting. They've got the tambourine out. Ball goes left to Arosa. Arosa is ejected by Guillaumard.
The French are defending their defense very high.
They're pushing.
Yeah, they're pushing close to the 6 meters.
It's a warning for number 2 from France, Cossin. Once again, we'll have to tread carefully.
Yeah.
Cards are only being given for repeated fouls these days, unless they are obviously very deliberate or dangerous.
If you want to stats, just to know, you got 1.39 cards per games, actually.
1.39 cards per game? I thought it would be more than that, honestly. Maybe it's all my games. Maybe I'm the problem. Opportunity now. Whoa. Now, interesting. Okay. I think we're just calling that back to, I think it was a card, but the shot was taken. So I'd imagine it's going to be taken as a corner. But still a card for, I want to say, number 5, Guillaumard. So France down to 4 boats for 2 minutes unless Spain can score here. So this is a power play.
Yeah.
Opportunity for Spain, surely. So what happened there is the referee called play on. The shot was taken, but then the foul that caused the play on was actually cardable. So they've just said, by the way, you're in the sin bin for 2 minutes. Bad luck.
Yeah.
Lovely ball into the zone. That was off someone's paddle. I'm not entirely sure it was French, honestly. Abelard. So we're going to see the Spanish push out here with a keeper. So they're going to go man to man.
Richard. Now, as we say, the Spain is going 1-1 with 1 goalkeeper. So the French will have the pressure.
The French, of course, very experienced. I would imagine they probably can run this down a lot. They are not worried. And as we say that, Corsan has been left unattended. Stopped at the border by Amela. Oh my goodness.
God.
This is fantastic. Goodness me.
Score from Charlotte Richard, number 4. I told you, it's like the GB versus Portuguese.
Not everything can happen.
Yeah.
Everything can happen.
You
and
can
I
expect
think
everything.
the communication with Spain there just not there. And you could see one French boat got away and then the whole thing came apart. And I think, to be fair to the Spanish goalkeeper there, I think I would be feeling quite upset here as well if my team had also left that many French boats unattended.
But they still have the power play, so...
They still have the power play.
They have the opportunity to come back.
They do. This is still eminently doable for the Spanish, especially for a team with the amount of strength and fire that they have. Goes off for a corner. It's going to be Canosa to take. Working in the zone is Barba. And Pudi opening up some space. In runs Arosa. Arosa thinking about it. Over the top, Canosa. Canosa looks for the pass inside the zone.
Inside, yeah.
Lovely ball over the top once again. Arosa. Arosa. Off for a corner.
Yeah. Abelard defense.
I was going to say, to be credit to the French defense, actually Bonamy's having to do very little here. She's being guarded well by her teammates.
Yeah.
Ooh. I think that's not excessive contact with the body. I think that was just in front of the buoyancy, so Abelard's gotten away with that.
Spain will put pressure. They will try to recover the ball by pushing the French out of the pitch.
But now the French are back up to 5 boats as of 2 seconds ago.
Yeah.
So
they should. Yeah. Let's see if they stay in 1-2-1.
They need to if they're going to close this gap.
Yeah, but look at this.
I think that's some very clever substitution.
Yeah, it was nice.
Clever substitution from France, and I think substitution is actually an underrated tactic in the 5-man press.
In 1-2-1, yes.
Yes, you take someone off on one side of the pitch, you bring someone off on the other side of the pitch.
But you have to train these tactics.
You have to be very, very, very tight, and it's all about communication and teamwork.
Yeah, because you can make an illegal entry.
Canosa. Out to Calvente. Calvente finds herself under pressure from Richard. French very much happy to punch out and go and give the Spanish something to think about, it seems.
They are putting pressure.
And I'm just saying, yeah, we're 2 goals ahead, but we're not going to let up at any point.
Yeah.
1 minute and 50 seconds left on the clock here on pitch 1.
I was about to say it.
Gotta be quicker than that. Gonna catch me sleeping, Eric. Opportunity!
Yeah.
Stopped at the border.
Yeah.
Off for a goal line throw. I think that was Barabat just taking the ball off, unfortunately. Lovely ball over the top, finds Bonami. Bonami is on her own. Abela is to the right.
The French have a good opportunity here. Yeah. Oh.
Takes goalkeeper Nogueira's paddles clean out of her hands. Yeah, great stop.
In the last minute, but a great stop.
Absolutely brilliant there from Nogueira. Yeah. The presence of mind to keep your cool when you know that this is a goal here for France would be the last thing that your team needs. Abela, long Hail Mary over the top. How you can overshoot from there, the amount of power that she has in that arm, goodness me, I could never. In a month. Maybe that's why we're in here and they're out there. I mean, maybe you for different reasons and me for also different reasons, being the young age of... maybe it was the under 31s I might have a shot. In goes Nogueira.
30 seconds to go. Everything is possible.
Ooh. And you can see the frustration on Baraba's face. She knew that was the one. France are just going to hold this now. There's absolutely no reason. They might go for one final lob shot away towards the Spanish goal just to get some distance right at the very end, but there's no reason to lose things here. Ooh, opportunity now. Abela needs to get hold of this and just sit on it and hold it. There we are. She's got it into her chest. That is it. Final score here on pitch 1. France 3, Spain 1. Eric, you called it. You said the French had this every day of the week, and to be fair, I have to hand it to you. You were absolutely correct. What did you think of that game?
It was a nice game. I was surprised. I was thinking that Spain will come back and it will be a little bit much more tight, but yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I think as a display of polo, particularly women's under 21 polo, but polo in general, I thought that was fantastic.
Yeah, that was fantastic. The level is so great now with these 2 teams. We have seen tactical moves, which is not easy to do, and
I think it bears repeating, as I said earlier, the future for women's polo clears to be very, very bright in both Spain